Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. Ivy and Mike are so glad to have you here on this beautiful day. I'd like to greet Ivy's parents and sister who are watching remotely. Sadly, they couldn't be here with us today, but we're thinking of them and hoping that they can share this time with us. Also, before we start, everybody turn off their cell phones, iPods, gaming devices. We're good? We're all so grateful to be here today with Mike and Ivy. Love is a miraculous gift, and a wedding is a celebration of that magic. And that is why we are here today. We are gathered together to be overjoyed for and with Ivy and Mike. They are the promise of possibility and the expectation of joyful surprise. We're here to celebrate, witness, honor, dance, laugh, sing, eat, and be glad because these two beautiful people have found each other. We're so happy and thankful for this day and that Ivy and Mike have chosen to give themselves in marriage. Grateful for all the beauty and love that you have bestowed upon them. Grateful for their open hearts and loving spirits. For their wisdom in choosing to love. For their willingness to walk on the path of true love with all its joys and burdens and lessons. Bless them now from your hearts so that the words that they say and the feelings that beautifully transform them in these moments and the dreams that they dare to dream can be lived out in their marriage. I have a reading from 1 Corinthians. Oh, you can all sit. Sorry, the sun's in my eyes. I can't even tell if you're sitting or standing or... Love is patient, love is kind and not jealous. Love does not brag and is not arrogant. Does not act unbecomingly and it does not seek its own. It's not provoked, does not take into account a wrong suffered, does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. Bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. The Bible makes this relatively easy to understand, but in case you need an easier illustration, I have another reading for you. All I really need to know I learned in kindergarten. Most of what I really need to know about how to live and what to do and how to be, I learned in kindergarten. Wisdom was not at the top of the graduate school mountain, but there in the sandbox at school. And these are the things that I learned. Share everything. Play fair. Don't hit people. Put things back where you found them. Clean up your own mess. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say you're sorry when you hurt somebody. Wash your hands before you eat. Flush. Warm cookies and cold milk are good for you. Live a balanced life. Learn some and think some and draw and paint and sing and dance and play and work every day some. Take a nap every afternoon. When you go out into the world, watch out for traffic. Hold hands and stick together. Be aware of wonder. Marriage is the incubator of love, the protected environment in which a love that is personal and touching and real can grow. And as a consequence of that growth, develop in us our highest capabilities as loving human beings. We are each still and always growing. And when we marry, we promise not only our own growth, but also our willingness to witness and withstand the ongoing growth of another human being. That's because marrying, we promise to love, not only as we feel right now, but also as we intend to feel In marriage, we say not only I love you today, but also I promise to love you tomorrow, the next day, and always. This last reading is a gift from the sea by Anne Murrow Lindenberg. When you love somebody, you do not love them all the time in exactly the same way, from moment to moment. It is an impossibility. It is even a lie to pretend to. And yet, that is exactly what most of us demand. We have so little faith in the ebb and flow of life, of love, and of relationships. We leap out at the flow of the tide and resist in terror its ebb. We are afraid it will never return. We insist on permanency, on duration, on continuity, but the only continuity possible in life is in love and in growth. And the only real security is not owning or possessing, and not demanding or expecting, not even in hoping. Security in a relationship lies neither in looking back to what was in nostalgia, nor forward to what it might be in dread or anticipation, but living in the present relationship and accepting as it is now. Ivy and Mike, we are all here to express to you that marriage is a precious gift, a lifelong dedication of love, and a daily challenge to love one another more fully and more freely. Mike and Ivy have written their personal vows that they want to share with each other right now.
Mahal, when we first met and started exchanging emails, I thought it would just be 2 or 3 emails and that would be it. But now I stand here before you today and ask you to be my better half for forever. Mahal, I promise to always respect you as an individual, as my partner, and especially as an equal, no matter what. Mahal, I promise to laugh with you in the good times and to be there for you with an open shoulder during the bad times. Mahal, I promise to always adore, honor, and encourage you to just be yourself and to walk by your side and to support you in any and all of your dreams, no matter what the outcome is. Mahal, you are my bestest friend, my soulmate, my 2 right feet, and I promise to cherish and love you with all my heart, always and forever. I love you.
Never in my wildest dreams that I have ever thought of meeting my soulmate who would be living thousands of miles away, coming from a different background, culture, and race. But I guess that's the way it works. We can never dictate what will happen. But with what happened between the two of us, I feel it's truly meant to be. You know that I was never the type of person that believed in long-distance relationships because I felt it would never last. But it all changed when I met you. I never thought I would meet a man who would complete me, make me beyond happy, that no words could ever describe that happiness. Someone who could be so loving and caring, someone who would show me the true meaning of unconditional love, and someone who could be extremely patient and understanding, that even though I endlessly tested at times with my mood swings and my other quirks. With all of this, you made me believe that despite the distance, our relationship could last and could get stronger. So I held on and waited for the day that we would be back in each other's arms and finally start our forever. So finally, here we are, standing, facing each other, pouring our hearts out to one another in front of friends and family who had been truly happy for both of us and supported us. On this very special day that marks the start of our forever, I promise to be a good wife to you. Oh wait. I promise to give you back rubs and back massages after a long day of work while asking you how your day went. I promise to stop procrastinating, try to understand your dry sense of humor, and try to not take them so seriously. I promise to always listen and understand what you have to say, support you in your decisions and whatever it is you want to achieve. promise to be there for you, to be the one you could always count on and run to. I promise to take good care of you, respect, honor, cherish, and endlessly love you for the rest of our lives. You know that I was never the one that ever wanted to make promises, but these promises I am more than willing to make because it is for you and only you. Michael Shannon Goddard, the love of my life, my one and only true love. I love you with all my heart. Know that I am. I am always and forever yours.
Okay, with that, are you ready? Go ahead and take each other's hands. Do you, Michael Shannon Goddard, take Jonah Ivy Gascon to be your beloved wife, knowing in your heart that you will be a faithful friend and a loving companion on this special day in the presence of family and friends as witnesses? Do you give your sacred vow that you will always be with Ivy and support her in times of sickness and in times of health, in times of joy and in times of sorrow? Do you promise to love her completely, to console her and comfort her during difficult times, to laugh with her and grieve with her, to share with her life's simplest but most enduring pleasures, to be truthful and honest with her, and to cherish her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you, Jonah Ivy Gascon, take Michael Shannon Goddard to be your beloved husband, knowing in your heart that you will be a faithful friend and a loving companion on this special day? In the presence of family and friends as witnesses, do you give your sacred vow that you will always be with Mike and support him in times of sickness and in times of health, in times of joy and in times of sorrow? Do you promise to love him completely, to console and comfort him during difficult times, to laugh with him and to grieve with him, to share with him life's simplest but most enduring pleasures, to be truthful and honest with him, and to cherish him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
May I have the rings? Ivy and Mike's rings are an external and visible sign of the internal and spiritual bond of love which unites their two hearts. May they serve as a seal of the vows that they have made to one another. Lord, bless these rings, symbols of eternity, beauty, and strength. Bless this couple who give them and wear them. May they ever live in harmony, unity, love, and happiness from this day forward. Please repeat after me. Ivy, I promise to be faithful, supportive, and loyal.
Ivy, I promise to be faithful, supportive, and loyal.
And to give you my companionship
And to give you my companionship
and love throughout all the changes of our life.
and love throughout the changes of our lives.
And I will treasure you as my companion.
And I will treasure you as my companion.
I will celebrate the joys of life with you.
I will celebrate the joys of life with you.
I promise to support your dreams
I promise to support your dreams
and walk beside you,
and walk beside you,
offering courage and strength
offering courage and strength
through all endeavors.
through all endeavors.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
I will be proud to be your husband
I will be proud to be your husband
and your best friend.
and your best friend.
Ivy, please repeat after me. Mike, I promise to be faithful,
Mike, I promise to be faithful,
supportive and loyal,
supportive, and loyal,
and to give you my companionship and love
all the changes in our life.
I vow to bring you happiness
I vow to give you happiness
and will treasure you as my companion.
and will treasure you as my companion.
I will celebrate the joys
I will celebrate the joys
of life with you.
of life with you.
I promise to support your dreams
I promise to support your dreams
and walk beside you,
and walk beside you,
offering courage and strength
offering courage and strength
through all endeavors.
through all endeavors.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
I will be proud to be your wife
I will be proud to be your wife
and your best friend.
and your best friend.
Ivy and Mike, you have just committed yourselves to one another through sacred vows. Your lives are no longer two, but one. To symbolize this joining, we ask that you each pour some sand into the bottle over there. This is an Apache wedding prayer. Ivy and Mike, now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there is no more loneliness, for each of you will be companion to the other. Now you are two bodies, but there is one life before you. Go now to your dwelling place to enter the days of your togetherness, and may your days be good and long upon the earth. And as a symbol of unity and love for their family and friends, Mike and Ivy ask that you all pour a little sand in the bottle at some point today and help them complete their beautiful ceremony keepsake. Now, inasmuch as Michael Shannon Goddard and Ivy Jonah Gascon have thus consented together in marriage by virtue of authority vested in me by the state of California as a Deputy Commissioner of Civil Marriage for the County of Riverside, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss your bride. Congratulations.